I didn't charge my camera, so this is our video quality today. Okay. Sorry for the setup time still. Okay. Welcome. Hello. Let's begin in child's pose. Bring the big toes together. The knees are apart. Walk your hands forward and away from you. On an exhale, forehead down to the mat. Bring your awareness to the present moment, to the quality of the breath. Arrive. Do your best to stay present, to be here right now. Let's press up to a tabletop position, tuck the toes, and draw some circles with the torso to the front, left, back, and around. Let's go both directions. You can play with how the hands are set up, as far as you can dial them out a little bit, stretch through the forearms. Let's make our way to a tabletop position, neutral spine. I keep adjusting because I know I'm far. 3, cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back, look straight ahead. Exhale to round. Press everything away. 2 more. Inhale, open up, let these build. Exhale, round. Once more. Long exhale. Neutral spine. Puppy pose. Walk your hands toward the top of the mat and bring your forehead down. Leave the hips over the knees. Feel this underneath the triceps and the shoulders. Into Sphinx. Shift your weight forward and down. Prop up onto your forearms. Tops of the feet are down about hip width distance or less. Press down underneath the elbows, underneath the wrists. Shoulders down. Arch the chest through. Release. Press up to a tabletop. And back to child's pose. Prop up onto your elbows. And touch each shoulder. Bring the forehead down. Tabletop, downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, press up, press back. Let's pedal out 1 foot at a time, bending the opposite knee. I like to roll out 1 wrist at a time while I'm here. And then make sure that the weight is in the front part of your hands. Walk to the top of the mat and relax over the legs. Soften the knees. Let the head and neck relax. Press to stand. Round up. Bring your palms to touch. Stand evenly between both feet and reconnect to the present moment. Inhale, reach the arms wide and overhead. Let's leave them lifted for a moment. As you draw in the core, bring your hands back or your biceps back by the ears. Draw in the core. Feel that pressure in the shoulders. Notice the arms starting to get heavier. Look up, reach up even more. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, long flat back. From the look up position, hands down, step to plank. Let's hold here, hang out. Build a little bit of strength, a little bit at a time. Lower all the way down to the mat for a quad stretch. Rest your forehead on the left hand. Bring the right foot in. Press your hips forward and down. And switch sides. And release. Cobra. Just one. Tops of the feet are down. Elbows stay in close. Flex the toes against the mat. Squeeze the thighs and lift up halfway. Using your middle upper back strength. Re-engage your legs. Lower down. Press up, tabletop. Downward dog. Inhale, lift onto the toes. And exhale, press the heels down again. Look between the hands, walk or hop forward, forward fold over the legs. Round up. Arms overhead. Look up, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Sweep the arms wide. Long exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. And from the look up position, step back to plank. This time we're going to chaturanga. Lower the knees if you need to. Only go down halfway. And then upward facing dog. Press through. Let's enjoy this first upward facing dog. Lingering, letting the front body open. Press into the front part of your hands. Someday the knees will lift as the tops of the feet press down. Lower the knees and lean on the left hip, look over the right shoulder for the back right corner of your mat. Switch sides. Back to center. Look up, breathe in. Exhale, downward dog. Lift on to the toes and place the nail bed side of one foot down so you're stretching the front of the foot and the ankle. You can do one at a time, both at a time. Downward dog. Look between the hands, walk, step forward, forward fold. Round up. Arms overhead. Hold on to the left wrist with the right hand and reach up, side body stretch. Bump the hips to the left. And switch sides. You're not leaning too much, just kind of using your arm strength to lengthen the side body. Up. Okay, back to center. Arms overhead. Interlace your fingers, index fingers out. Press a button on the ceiling for 3 breaths. If it's okay with your neck, you can let the head go back. Lift out, forward fold. Halfway lift, long flat back. From this look up position, hands down, plank pose. Chaturanga, knees up or down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. Stand on your left foot, lift the right leg up. Keep the hips square, the foot flexed. Open up the triceps as you squeeze the leg a little bit higher. Downward dog. Switch, lift your left leg. Keep the hips square, open up the triceps. That's been my new favorite thing because it really, just thinking about that, pushing the shoulders down, lift the leg a little bit more. Downward dog. Look between the hands, bend the knees, and walk to the top of the mat, forward fold. All right. And round up to standing. That wasn't working. Inhale, arms overhead. Arms up or back bend, your choice. Lift out, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. From the look up position, step back to plank. Holding here for a moment. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Standing on your left foot, lift the right leg back and up. This time, let the hips open. The right hip will stack on top of the left. Squeeze the right glute. Open up through the triceps. Two feet, switch sides. Lift your left leg back and up. Downward dog. Lower your knees to the mat. Untuck the toes. Cat cow, just one. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Walk or hop to the top of the mat. Long exhale over the legs. Soften the knees and sit down. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. Knees are apart. Hold on to the outsides of the feet and fold over butterfly legs. Sit up, reverse tabletop, hands behind you, feet about hip width, hands, fingers point toward the heels, press and lift. Sit down, extend your legs out in front of you, sit up tall, and fold forward over your legs. Sit up. Let's do a seated pigeon figure four. Bend the left knee, lean back, and cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Press into your hands to bring your chest closer to the right calf. Make sure you can draw a full circle with the right foot and ankle, and that's all the space you need as far as crossing the leg. We're We're going to do a variation of reverse tabletop. Leave your legs where they are. Place your hands behind you. If this is too much, just stay in your figure four for a moment. Press into the hands and the left foot to lift up and open the hip. Think about lengthening the right knee away from you, not just cranking it open. Sit down and switch legs. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Lean back to get yourself set up, to get yourself some leverage as you do your best to sit up straight. And bring your chest toward the left calf. And while you're here, draw a circle with the foot and ankle. Reverse tabletop variation. Press into the hands and the foot, lift up. Don't worry too much about the head and the neck, just whatever you want. Sit down. Let's cross our feet at the ankles, tabletop. Into puppy pose. Leave the hips over the knees. Walk the hands forward, bringing your forehead, maybe the chin down. Sphinx. Shift the weight forward, prop up onto your forearms. Press down, make this strong. Arch the chest through. Release. Extend your left arm out, palm down. Either cactus the arm or extend it straight out. Cactus will be more intense. We're going to roll onto the left hip. You can use your right fist as a pillow. Switch sides. Lean on or roll onto the right hip. Right hand and arm, palm down. Come back to center. Press up, tabletop. Downward dog. It's windy today. Balance on your left foot. Lift the right leg back up. Let the hip open. Squeeze, reach so tall. Bring the right foot between the hands for a lunge. Strong back leg. Feel the stretch through the toes every time. Right knee stays over the ankle. Inhale, lower the left knee, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, try to press both legs straight. And again, open up the left hip flexor, shoulders back. Long exhale, pyramid pose. Once more, lean or shift the weight forward. And then press yourself back. Lunge, leave the back knee lifted this time. Lunge twist, left hand down, right arm opens up. Fingers spread wide. Right hand down. Three-legged dog with the right leg back and up just for the reach. Downward dog. Left leg back up. Press into the hands, squeeze the left leg. Left foot between your hands. Lunge. Set this up. Even if you know where we're going next, give this pose its present moment appreciation. Lower the right knee, shoulders draw back. Long exhale, try to press the legs straight. Press through the back heel. 2 more times. Feel the right hip flexors open. Breathe in. And long exhale, press back. Feel the hamstrings. 1 more. Exhale. Lunge. Lunge twist. Right hand down. Left arm opens. Left hand down. 3-legged dog. Left leg back. Up. Reach. Press. Downward facing dog. Lower your knees to the mat. Child's pose on your elbows. For a little extra, walk your hands away, walk the elbows away. Soften down. Place your hands out in front of you. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Shift your way forward into plank. Separate the feet a little bit because we're going to lift the right leg and hold. Feel as if you are floating, even though this is probably the heaviest your leg will ever feel. And switch. Plank pose. Downward dog. Look between your hands. Walk, hop forward, forward fold at the top of your mat. Round up. Face the long edge of your mat. Step your feet wide. Hands to hips. Outside edges of the feet are parallel to the short edges of the mat. Let's fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Shift the weight forward a little bit. So that's going to be walking the hands a little bit forward. Feel the weight toward the front part of your feet. Press the outside edges down. And then fold forward again. Hands to hips to lift up. Interlace your hands behind the back. Roll the shoulder blades together. You can use a towel or a strap if you need to. Inhale, open up the front body. Exhale, fold forward. Let the arms float away from the torso. Roll the shoulders back. Try not to muscle anything. Release. Place your hands on the mat. Long, flat back. Bend into the left leg. Keep both feet flat. We're stretching the right inner thigh, the outside of the right ankle. Try not to hold the breath, just smooth it out. And switch. Carefully walk over to the right side. Come back to center. Hands to hips. Stand up. Heels in, toes out. Bend the knees, one hand on top of each knee to assist opening the legs. Dip the right shoulder forward as you bring the left shoulder blade back, pressing the right knee away. Switch. Come back to center. Bring the palms to touch. Engage the core. You might have to lift out a little bit than you were. Sit down a little bit lower. Squeeze the legs. Stand up, step to the top of the mat right away. Utkatasana, bend the knees, sit back. Feet are touching or very close. Arms are shoulder width, palms face each other. Reach the fingertips away from the tailbone. Stand up, palms touch. Minimize extra movement. Inhale, reach your arms above your head. Arms up, back bend, your choice. 3 breaths. Lift out, forward fold. Halfway lift, long flat back. From the look up position, hands down, step back. Plank pose. Chaturanga, 1 or 2. You can add a little push up in there if you're feeling like it. Inhale, upward dog. Long exhale back, downward dog. Balance on the left foot, lift the right leg back and up. Open up the hip. Squeeze the right leg straight. Level the shoulders by pressing extra into your right hand. Pigeon right side. Right knee behind the right wrist. Soften down. Try to square your hips to the top of the mat. Someday the right shin is parallel to the top edge. Soften forward and exhale. We're not here for too long. We're still going to move. Just gently squeezing into, or not so gently, getting into our hips. And we might even do it again later. Who knows? Let's press to lift up and make your way back to a downward dog. Right leg reaches up. Squeeze the leg strong. Downward dog, right leg down, left leg up. Squeeze the leg. Pigeon left side. Take your time. Soften over the leg. And monitor your thoughts. Keep them present and kind. Relax any tension you can find. Sit up. Back to your 3-legged dog. With your left leg up. Reach, squeeze, use the new space. Downward dog. Upward facing dog. Lift onto the toes, ripple through. Back to down dog. Shift your weight forward into plank. And lift your right leg up. Switch. Reach the left leg up. Plank pose. Downward dog. Lower your knees to the mat. Lower down to your forearms. Measure the distance. You want forearm distance between the elbows. Place the wrists down. Press underneath the elbows before you even think about lifting your knees at all. Feel some strength pressing down, grounding down through your hands, forearms, and elbows. Tuck your toes. Dolphin. Press the elbows, the wrists away from you, down and away as you lift onto your feet. Walk the feet in a little bit, and we're trying to press the heels down. Leverage isn't quite there as much, so just think about the upper body mostly. Relax the head and the neck. Lower your knees to the mat. Tabletop. One round of cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral spine. Let's lie down on our backs. And hug the knees into your chest. One hand on each knee, or if the box grip is available, try that, where you hold opposite elbows. Place the sole of the left foot on the mat, knees bent, reach the right foot for the ceiling. Hold on wherever you can. You don't have to have the legs straight, even just feel the hamstring and try to relax the upper body. If you can reach your foot or have something to hold onto, press into your hands and bring the right hip back toward the mat. Basically, just make this more intense. Half happy baby. Roll onto the edge. Just let the left leg open out to the side, roll out onto the edge of the foot, and then pull the right foot towards you, bending the right knee toward the right armpit. Maybe even toward the floor. Try not to move the rest of the body too much. Bring the sole of the left foot back to the mat and reach the right leg up. Again, hamstring. Hold on to the outside edge of the right foot with your left hand and guide the leg over to the left slightly to feel the IT band on the right side. Place the right hand in the right hip crease or on the thigh and press away from you. I know it's a little confusing, but just stay stretching either way. So you're just going across like the big toes, just over my left shoulder. It's not that far. And then come back to center, option to lengthen the left leg out and away from you. One more deep hamstring stretch for the right side. Release, full body stretch. And hug both knees in again. Just a moment to reset. Scan right to left. Bring your awareness to the right hamstring. Now to the left hamstrings. Just awareness. Lower the right foot to the mat, keeping the knee bent. Reach your left leg up toward the ceiling to stretch your hamstring. See if you tensed up the jaw or any part of the body that is not needing to engage right now. Half happy baby. Let the right leg roll out to the side. You're on the right edge of the right foot. And pull. Hold on to the bottom of your left foot with one or both hands. Half happy baby. Let the right leg roll out to the side. You're on the right edge of the right foot. And pull. Hold on to the bottom of your left foot with one or both hands. Half happy baby. Bring the right foot back down and reach the left leg up again. This time finding your IT band stretch. So the right hand reaches to the opposite side of the left foot and you're pulling the leg towards you still. It's just crossing over the torso a little bit. And you can use the left hand to push down on the left hip crease. Down is in like away from you, not down toward the floor. Back to center, option to extend the right leg. Full body stretch. Reach the arms and the legs away from each other. And sit up. Fold forward over your legs. Long exhale. Strong, easy forward fold with all that extra space in the legs. Sit up. Let's do cow facing pose. So turn to face you. You're going to, let's start out this way actually. So you're going to extend your left leg out and cross the right leg over so that the knees are stacked. This might be enough. If you have the option, bend the bottom knee as well. So the knees are stacked. You're sitting in between your feet. And then it's left leg, left hand, right hand. Relax the muscles of your face. Breathe. Adding on. The right arm reaches up and you wave at me. And then tap in between your shoulder blades, like you're going to do a tricep stretch in gym class. Or next step to add on, you're going to bring your left hand down and around. Reach for your hand behind you. If you need a towel or a strap, you can also just hold onto your shirt, hold a towel on the top hand, and then the left hand will be able to find it, and you'll slowly bring the hands closer together over time. Smooth out tension. Notice if you're sagging your chin, can you lift your chin just a little bit, sit up tall. Release. So you can either switch out the legs just like you set them up before, or stand up, turn to the left, keep turning to the left. Oh, sit down on the right hip. Stack the knees. Sit between the feet. Right leg, right hand, left hand. Ooh, okay, my left leg's weird. Give yourself a moment to arrive here first. This is a lot to be happening in your hips, your lower body. Left arm reaches up. And then behind you. Reach, try to get your hands to touch, or just go wherever you can. You might just have almost one hand on the back of your neck and the other one lower back. You gotta start reaching from somewhere. Smooth out the breath. I notice I keep tensing like my jaw or, I don't know, my hands. So just smooth that out. Breathe. Maybe it's because I'm talking. Release. You can do your little twirl again. Okay, so we're sitting down, facing the long edge of the mat. Left foot in, right foot out. Sit up tall. Give yourself a moment to sit evenly between the sit bones, and the left arm will reach up and over. Side body stretch. Try not to dip forward. This is in the hamstrings, the inner thighs, and the side body. All right, lift up, baby wild thing. Lean on the left hand, left knee, right foot. Press the hips forward, open up the front body. Sit down. Switch out the legs, right foot in, left foot out. Take a moment to make sure you're sitting evenly. And the right arm reaches up and over. It's a light flexion in the extended leg, nothing too intense. All right, lift up, baby wild thing. Lean on the right shin, right hand, left foot. And sit down. Let's do a seated twist. Extend your left leg out in front of you. Cross the right foot over the left. So the foot's just about by the knee. You can leave the left leg extended, or just like in cow face pose, bend the left knee and sit on your sit bones. You want the Achilles of the right foot just about on top of the kneecap. I know it's a little different for some people, but let's try it this way. Right arm behind you, helping you to sit up tall. Bring your left arm overhead and in front of the right leg, twist. Think about bringing the shoulder blade back more than looking. And if you are looking, make sure you're not leading with either the chin or the crown of your head. Release, counter twist. It's kind of like a push up over to the left and switch out your legs. Either extend the right leg or bend it underneath you. Cross the left leg over. Left arm behind you. Right arm reaches. Twist. I started noticing I lead with my chin more than I should, so I've been working on that. There's always something to keep working on. Isn't that the truth? Okay, unravel. Counter twist. And sit up. Face the long edge of your mat. You're going to separate your legs in a straddle. If this is too much, bend one knee at a time. We're going to lift the left arm up and over to the right. Try to keep the left sit bone down. So you would have your left knee bent if you only have one leg right now. Sit up. Right arm up and over. Try not to round the back too much. I know this is a lot in the lower back too. You're just doing your best a little bit at a time every day. And sit up. So if you need one leg bent, you can also just cross the legs right now. Arms side to side. Sit up tall. Use the torso and rotate toward the right leg. Sit up tall. Just stop where you stop. Come back to center and twist to the left. Center. Cactus the arms. Bring the shoulder blades together. Open up through the elbows. Or open the elbows wide. Open the chest. Reach the arms overhead, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands down, be gentle. Try not to let the feet roll in. Sit up. Bring the legs together and just windshield wiper side to side with the knees either close together or a little bit wider. All right, sit up tall and comfortably roll the shoulders back and down. Tilt your head to the right. Try not to bring the shoulder with you. And try not to lead with the chin. Just find center and tilt. Lift up and lower the left ear. I always feel like I'm asking you to move your ear like independently when I say that. Tilt the head and notice, is the chin dipping forward? Start over and just tilt. Center. Look to the right. Keep the head level. You won't go as far as you expect to. Because I know if I want to look to the right, I can, but I lead with the chin. I'll stop saying that today. So we're looking to the right. Center. Left. Center. Lift the chin. Option to keep the teeth closed. Center and lower the chin. Try not to slouch forward. If anything, pull the shoulder blades gently towards each other as you do this. Lift up. Half or full circles in both directions. And bring your palms to touch. Just for a moment, close the eyes. Gratitude for everything that got you to where you are in this moment, right here, right now. Let's close with a breath. Inhale, arms, reach overhead. Exhale, lower your hands down. Thank you for your presence. I am so lucky and grateful to have you here. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, namaste. Namaste. And yay, my microphone didn't die.
Thank you.
I didn't charge that either. Thanks, Pedro. I'll see you here soon.